Hello everybody, this is Coach Steve with Multisport Mojo. Today we're looking at the running shoe companions, or these combinations that I love from Nike. This is the Nike Pegasus 36 Turbo 2. I think it's the best training shoe, distance training shoe out there available. And the companion shoes, today we're actually going to look at one of the three racing companion shoes from the Zoom Fly series, the Nike Zoom Fly race day shoe, and everything about the three options, and take a closer look at the Zoom Fly. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Multisport Mojo, where I'm an Ironman certified coach. I've got 25 plus years of running marathons, half marathons, Ragnar's team races, all of that stuff, triathlon, Ironman, half Ironman, and bring all of that in to give you straight up answers on gear recommendations, the newest stuff, tips and tricks. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be first to know and up to speed on stuff as it comes out. Today, we're taking a look at the Zoom Fly race day running shoe from Nike. It's one of three Zoom Fly options that you have as a companion to the Nike Pegasus Turbo shoes that you use for training. This is the Nike Pegasus 36 Turbo 2 training shoe. It's the newest version of the shoes that came out of the Breaking 2 project, where Nike took three elite marathoners, designed shoes from the ground up, and tried to break the 2-hour marathon barrier. Out of that came a shoe like this, the Nike Pegasus 36 Turbo 2. The predecessor to this was the Nike Pegasus 35 Turbo. Now there is a Nike Pegasus 35, and the amped up version is the Nike Pegasus 35 Turbo. You get, it's just amped up. It's amped up for runners, for more serious runners. The Nike Pegasus 36 has an amped up version called the Nike Pegasus 36 Turbo 2. And it's the amped up version for more serious runners. Just briefly, this is the ultimate training shoe, I think. It has this wonderful midsole and a wonderful upper that's been designed around these elite marathoners to help them to be comfortable, light, and fast. You're saying to yourself, Nike running shoes, I've been there, lost my toenails, plenty of blisters, I'm not going. Yeah, all that's changed. All that changed with the Breaking 2 project. Now you've got a toe box in a Nike distance shoe. It's you hear angels singing behind me, right? There's plenty of room for your toes to stretch and dive into the front of the foot now. Along with that, you get this wonderful midsole that uses the Nike ZoomX foam. It's this innovative aerospace material that's super light, but has ridiculous max cushion. Everybody wants max cushion in their training shoes now. This gives you all of that max cushion. It also, though, it has this responsive property to it. So it returns 85% of the energy in the cush. Cush, boom, 85%. It springs you forward. It's infused with hydrogen bubbles, so you get this real bouncy feel to it. When you wear these for the first time, it feels like you're on a trampoline. You get this wonderful cush, and then it propels you forward. It's got this kick out the back, which helps to smooth the transition in the gait. Wonderful ankle collar, which gives you some breathing room back here for your heels so there's no rub. Wonderful Achilles support, it's really easy to get in. Great tongue, right? So it sits on top. It doesn't constrict or get in the way of that break as your foot goes forward. And then this wonderful lacing system that gathers the material up instead of bunching or getting tight. We've all had them get really tight here and really tight up here, and it creates some pain in your foot both during and after the run. This super light, breathable mesh now. You've got plenty of structure, but they've taken actually some of the structure out from the Pegasus 35 Turbo in this new Pegasus 36 Turbo 2 and made it a lighter, more breathable version. So I actually think they've taken some of the features of the race day companion shoe that we're going to talk about and put it in this. Now, this is the race version of this. You get support, plenty of mileage. You can, typically with a pair of distance running shoes, you can get 400 miles. Nike's got this wonderful new sole that adds about 25% of that, so you can get about 500 miles on a pair of trainers now. That's great because a marathon training cycle is that you're in the 5 100-mile range, depending on if you're going 4 or 5 days a week. You're going to be in that mid to high 5, maybe low 6, mid 6, 100 mileage range. So getting 500 miles out of a pair of shoes. Now you're maybe 2 shoes in. You're comfortably in your second pair of shoes without having them get too broken down for race day. Or you're in this pair and then you jump into a brand new pair for race day. Listen, you can wear a brand new pair of shoes on race day now. You don't have to break them in anymore. This is your trainer. Then there are 3 options on the companion for a race day. You get the straight up Zoom Fly. This gives you all the same structure. We're going to look at this a little more. Then you get the Zoom Fly Flynet. This gives you a wonderful flight. Think of the Nike Free shoe where they take all of the structure out. You've got a little structure at the heel, but they take all of the structure out. It's all one piece. It's this wonderful, more of elastic mesh. And then the third version is the super light, ultra light Nike Zoom Fly SP, which takes, it's so light that, in fact, you can see, here, where's a good spot? You can see my finger, like right through. There's some of the structure on the lacing system that's still there, as you got to see. But otherwise, it's as light as they can make the upper. They've taken most of the structure out, fits like a sock. Those are the 3 options. We're going to look at the Nike Zoom Fly in a little more detail. The Nike Zoom Fly has got this wonderful, still you look at this combination shoe and you think midsole and upper. All right, you always want to look at the midsole and upper in running shoes, but they have the same features. It has this wonderful midsole, so you've got this heel toe drop of a double, 22 to about 11. You've got this kick out that these shoes, they're instantly recognizable with this kick out at the back of the heel or the midsole. That helps smooth out the transition in your gait, right? And then it uses the Nike Zoom midsole. That uses the Nike React foam. It's not the same as the Nike Zoom X foam. That's top of the line, but it comes down. They add, though, so you still get all of this wonderful max cush, right? But to propel you forward, to get that max propel, and for race day, you want to be lighter. You want to be in a lighter, stiffer shoe from a performance angle. They've added a carbon fiber plate into this. So it makes it a stiffer shoe, but it literally, boom, propels you forward. You feel like you're always in this angle. They say that it actually saves you 4% of the energy that it takes to run a race. So marathon, 26.2 miles, 4%, you're at 25 miles right about. I would much rather run a 25-mile marathon any day than a 26.2 mile marathon. Now, the Nike Zoom Fly, remember there's Nike Zoom Fly, Nike Zoom Fly Flynet, Nike Zoom Fly SP. This has more of the traditional structure that you'll see in the Nike Pegasus, the Pegasus 36 Turbo 2, where you've got structure around the heel and some more structure around the front of the foot and in the upper. You have structure. It feels like more of a traditional running shoe, but a much lighter version of it. You still get this wonderful lacing system. It's just been ergonomically minimized to be lighter. You still get some support in the heel. It's just not as much. You still get a wonderful collar. You still get the brake at the back that helps with the Achilles and the rub. It's just minimized to be lighter. So all of that, you get this wonderful midsole. You get the React foam and the Zoom midsole, which gives you that cush. You get this carbon fiber plate for the propulsion. You get the kick out of the back for the smooth transition. And you get this lighter upper. So the combination of the two, this on race day feels like this. It's just a lighter, stiffer version of it. And on race day, when you're trying to be as fast and fit as possible, you want this type of performance out of your shoe. I'm not saying that on race day you shouldn't wear this or couldn't wear this. I see a lot of people wear the Peg Turbos or the Peg 36 Turbo 2 on race day. I see it. And it's if you're newer to distance running, this is your first, or you're newer to marathons, and you want to be as comfortable as possible, dig into these and wear them, and you'll love it. And you'll have a wonderful race day. If performance is at the top of your list, you want to save energy, you want a shoe that actually keeps you in a lean forward position, where you still get all of the same benefit from having plenty of room in the toe box as your training shoe, wear this. I'd also wear this on tempo runs. to get used to it. And I'd wear this on a couple of runs before race day just to get used to the feel of it, because while you have all the same creature comforts, it's just a lighter, stiffer version of it, and it's going to kick you forward more aggressively than your training shoe is. Because of that, you don't want to wear this as your everyday training shoe. It's too stiff, it's too aggressive, and you want a little more support, you want a little more cush just for everyday training. So there you have it. That's the Zoom Fly race day companion to the Zoom Pegasus 36 Turbo 2. You can also get this in a Zoom Pegasus 35 Turbo, the original. You can still get this out there. Both are available on Nike.com, or if you go to our site, you can find the links that will take you out to Amazon.com for plenty of different resellers and Nike, and you can get the best prices out there. Go to TryGearGuru.com or RunGearGuru.com. Punch in Nike Zoom Fly or Nike Pegasus 36 Turbo 2 or Nike Pegasus 35 Turbo. It'll take you to the content pages where we dig down on the shoes, give you much more information and looks and detail, and also the links that will take you out to the best prices you can buy them. Hey, listen, thank you for joining me. If you like this, please subscribe to our Multisport Mojo YouTube channel right here, and you'll be the first to know on new gear that's coming out and my take on it. I'm an Ironman certified coach, 25 years plus experience in distance running and triathlon. I'm a gear junkie and have been for a long, long time. This is what I do, and I'll give it to you straight up. Tips and tricks along with recommendations and closer looks at all this cool stuff. All right. Hey, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.